Tell you what, when shit hits the fan,
It really hits a fan.
It really did. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And this is 151 Garage.
We're still here.
Yes. Barely. So we've been gone for a good part of a month. Maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. I really haven't paid attention. It mainly started when she got sick. Now, the first and foremost thing is Jill's health. If you guys don't know, Jill fought cancer a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but long enough ago. She's somewhat good. During that time frame, she went through a lot of chemo, which completely destroyed her immune system. She got really sick and is still kind of sick. She's getting better. She's not as bad as she was before. She does have that persistent cough that kind of sounds like a distinctive Cummins diesel not wanting to start, you know, like, it's like, oh man, what the hell? Give us some gas or spark. Something's wrong. We haven't troubleshot that yet, but we will on a later video maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to starter fluid or something. I'm trying to not make...
You keep it up. We're going to have a demo.
I'm trying to not make her laugh, so it's bad. It's real bad. Oh my God. It's like an old 80s Cummins diesel is trying to start. Not the new one, the quiet one. I'm talking the one that you can't hear over a Harley. You know? Anyways. You're good still? Maybe we'll get a little bit of it. But during that time frame, when she was sick, I got sick. My back started to become a major problem. I had a really bad sleep issue. I wonder why. When a diesel truck tries to start next to you in bed, you kind of can't sleep through that. If you Cummins diesel guys, if you've ever heard them, you'll know you can't sleep through that. It just vibrates the bed, windows rattle and shit like that. It's really bad. But she's doing good so far. I'm trying to make it hard for her not to cough. Like I said, maybe a little bit.
All right.
But I've gotten a lot better. I still have a little bit of rough sleep sometimes. But her cough is getting less frequent. So...
Hey, bonus side is I got my abs back.
Yeah, her coughing got her abs back. So a month of coughing, she has abs now. She didn't lose them. She just...
What? Yeah.
Mine's like a keg. It's not abs. She has a six pack. I got the keg. So somewhat. At least I got a one pack.
You do not.
Anyways, during that time frame, we didn't really sit down and do nothing. We did recover a little bit. While she was sick at the very beginning, I did work on this a little bit to try to get the interior done. I'll say I did half, because I didn't know exactly what I needed to do to finish off the back end. Now the back end is going to be 100%.
It's a seat delete.
Yeah, a seat delete. It's all aluminum interior on the back side, kind of like the door panels, but we're doing basically from the door back is all going to be aluminum panels. A lot of aluminum panels, and
a lot of cutting.
Everything needs to be trimmed up and cut and stuff like that. They basically give you a square,
and then you trim it.
And then you trim it to whatever you need.
Fit.
A lot of trimming, and I'll show you that in just a second. But
that's been slow going because of the weather as well.
It has been raining a lot in Florida. So anytime between, if you're from Florida or know the rhythm of Florida, between 2 and 5 is usually when it rains, which means I can't do a lot of trimming outside. I don't do it in here because I want to worry about the dogs. I don't want the dogs getting into stuff in their paws or licking it or anything like that, ingesting any kind of metal flakes or shards. So I do it outside. Going from here to outside during the rain is not going to happen. I do want to make sure that I don't get the panels wet or I get drenched or get sick again. But it is been slow going. On good days, I'll go out and work on it. On bad days, obviously I can't. As well as we can't really bring the other vehicles in to work on because again, with a lot of rain, especially the horizontal rain or the 45-degree angle rain when it comes in the house, I do have my boxes as well as the cabinets on the side, as well as a lot of stuff right here that is going to get drenched. I really don't want that to happen.
It'll get ruined.
As well as I don't want to drive the car in here when it's soaking wet and dripping and then all of a sudden have a big mess in the garage. We keep this garage fairly clean and air conditioned for the fact that we can come out here whenever we want. Usually it's as cool or cooler than the house. So, which gives us a lot of opportunities to work in the garage without any issues, a lot of comfort, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take you off the tripod and I'll show you what I did and what we had to do that. There are some mistakes, but
It's okay.
there won't be mistakes the second time because I'm just gonna copy what I did for this time without the mistakes to finish the other side. But we'll show you that in just a second. Okay, first and foremost, as you can tell this right here, we don't have anything on this side. We do have all this in there. Now let me open this door. Get in here without breaking anything. Now, this right here, we don't have all of it in. I don't have the piece that goes over this. There is just a little piece that goes over this. It is all kind of taped up to secure it to where it needs to be. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like. You're going to have the aluminum panels, you're going to have aluminum back, aluminum seat, as well as the wheel cover right there, basically the wheel well cover. We did have to trim this out, and I haven't done on that one, but I will go through the entire process of installing this, as well as trimming this out. These right here, let me start with this. This right here I trimmed, but I trimmed it a little bit too far back, so I basically did this cutout, but I did the cutout farther back. That's why there's a hole right here. Now that I have this all figured out, when I transfer this one to the other side, that side, it will be good because it's basically just a carbon copy of that side, just mirrored image. This right here though, I do have to say I'm pretty impressed with the fact that I trimmed this out very nicely. It really fits well. It needs to go a little bit further this way just because it needs to slide this way. But all this is nearly perfect. You don't want to know how many times I went back and forth trimming this. I would trim off a little bit. I'd highlight something with the Sharpie. I'd go back out there. I trim it again, come back in, see what was touching, highlight that with Sharpie, take it back out there, trim it again. Again, I do this multiple times because I don't want to trim it in here because I don't want the dogs to be, get injured or anything like that.
I may not know the exact number, but I know it was in the double digits.
Oh, it was
a lot.
It was well over a dozen, so it was a lot. I went out there. I think I spent all day working on this panel right here, but look how good that looks. I mean, that really does look good. That's just a black mark right there.
So people, this goes to show that patience and persistence, pays off.
Yes, it does. Now, what I'm going to have to do is carbon copy this over to that one, and then trim that up, make sure everything fits right, and then make sure this lines up perfectly in the center where I can basically it's just going to line it up this way. Now, what we are going to do, we aren't going to rivet all this together. We are going to put this in with the machine screws and the rib nuts. Yeah. So rib nuts and machine screws. And the reason being, we do want to be able to take this out because, of course, we do need access to different things like this, like the fuel tanks and stuff. We do have a lot of different wiring in here we need to make sure we can get a hold of as well. We are going to have to move everything over to one side, like these harnesses and stuff. We do have to move it this way, as well as this one right here. I think this one right here is done, but we just need to scoot it over and secure it to this side. As well as we do plan on putting a roll cage in here. So whether it be a full, I think we're just going to do a half cage, which will be a loop this way, a harness bar and an X bar through it, as well as the mounts towards the back. So it'll be basically a 4-point roll cage, or a 4-point roll cage. So we will have to do some trimming here as well as some trimming back there because it'll mount to that backside. That'll be interesting. Now we do have another seat we need to purchase to be able to get this registered and in our name. I had to purchase another one of these seats. It's basically, this seat is a one size fits all seat, but it's the padding that you have like right here, all in the back. That
I'll point them out. So you have the top one up here, you got one on each side. You have the upper back, the lower back, your butt, your side, another side,
and then your shoulders
and
right
then
here.
this up here.
So all these, depending on what size you get, this is small, right?
Yeah.
This was small. So what I'm gonna have to do is get fat guy size, basically large or extra large, and that'll be my seat over here. I can still fit in that,
It's just
but
tight.
man, it's tight as can be. My thighs
I mean, I'm like
are
cozy in
frickin'.
it.
She's good. It's like I was born with birthing thighs because my hips and my thighs do not frickin' fit in that.
Please don't make me call.
Okay, we'll see you back in a second. Anyways, I hope you like this. We do have one thing to say. We did make the rest of our plans to go to SEMA. We are going to have a blast, and we are going there with kind of an agenda, not like last time. Last time was a deer in the headlight look. Now we actually know what it is, and we know exactly what we need to do and where to go. There's a lot of things that we need to discuss on when we go there with other people. Some of the vendors and stuff, we do plan on doing a little bit. That may be a surprise later on. We'll talk about that in a future video after SEMA.
Yeah, the first time we went was
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. This time, I will do a lot of video of exactly what to expect if you ever go to SEMA. If you are a car person and you have the opportunity to go to SEMA, jump on it 100%. It is probably the most amazing thing to go to if you are a true car person. You love all the different things that come out.
And wear very comfortable shoes.
Very comfortable shoes.
There's a lot of walking, 4.6 million or...
Yeah, 4.6 million square feet just on the
Inside,
inside.
that's just
And
the
then
exhibit.
outside is 2+ something more square feet. Yeah, it's just the exhibition floors. It's
Yeah.
not the entire thing. They do have a lot of hallways that have a lot of vendors and a lot of vehicles in there as well.
and like the offices and conference rooms and things like that. That's not included, so you can only imagine how much room
It's a lot
total.
of room.
It's huge.
Anyways, we'll basically talk about that in a future video, what we're going to do, what we're going to plan. We are going to plan on doing multiple videos a day, both for showing you what SEMA is, as well as kind of showing you specific products.
Yeah.
You know,
Highlight some
highlight
certain
some,
ones.
that's what, highlight, a starlight, whatever. Highlight some specific products that we like, that you might like, but you know.
We're still taking lists, so if you guys want to see something, let us know.
Okay, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you next video. Bye.